Hello there and welcome to the Learning Pro Live. My name's Cath Ellis and again we are on day 3 of Vlogmas and I've just realised I haven't updated this. Let me just fix this. So today we are talking about how to animate. Just bear with me a second. How to animate graphics in Storyline. This is me just being a little bit unprepared. There you go, that's fixed. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. So basically, what's Vlogmas? Well, it's a creative challenge in December where you vlog every day. And, you know, I get kind of go down a rabbit hole and start working on different things. And I thought, well, I'm going to do Vlogmas and just share some skills with people. And I'm learning as well because I'm getting back on the tools. So let's take a look. Bear with me just one moment. Ooh. Right. That's okay. I've gone and done something. Bear with me. Okay, I'm just fixing this up. No, why isn't this working? I'm basically using a Mac and a PC, so just bear with me. Here we go. So what's that? 10. Showing you all my tricks here. I don't know why that happened. That's all right. Okay, so we're going to continue this. So we're talking about how to animate graphics in Storyline. And we have, you know, we've got this little GUI that we've created. Where this started 2 days ago is went onto FreePic, was looking for some graphics, showcased how to put that into Illustrator, bring it out, mock it up into Adobe XD. Then to take the graphics from Adobe XD and put it into Storyline. Now, that was one extra step. I do a lot of mock-ups in Adobe XD. And I thought it was worthwhile sharing that because there's a lot of people that ask me, how do you do this? How do you work with graphics, etc.? So let's take a look at what we've done. So I've got this 3 slides and we're going to work on animating them, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what's my process, what's my flow. All right, so here we've got this animated menu and we've got these buttons. So I have done a little bit of animation. Should have probably previewed the scene. Okay. We've got this little text block and we've got this. It's not very much, but I want to just talk a little bit about animations that I use and some that I absolutely won't touch. The more animations that you add will add, you know, it will add a layer of heaviness to the program, right? So you want to try and keep it as light as possible. And there are certainly some interactions that I do more, that I use more than others. All right, so let's start by taking a look at maybe this scene. So we've got the buttons that I've pretty much animated. As far as states, I put states in, but I want to animate them in. Now, what we did was we put this menu actually on the master slide. So if I go up to view, slide master, okay, and I'm going up to the very top one here. I'm happy to leave this in this state, but we can play around a little bit with it, such as putting a I'm feeling like this music's a little bit loud. Let me know if you're finding it okay. I can just make it a smidge quieter. I like having a bit of Christmas music. All right. There you go. All right. So what we can do is insert a little animation. Let's just go fly in from top to bottom. And let's see what that looks like. Okay. Feeling that was going to happen. I'm just going to leave that, I think. I'm going to leave all the buttons, actually. So let's do, let's potentially move these clouds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a simple motion path in which I'm basically having them move in a certain direction. So let's just have a quick look at this. Okay, so we want to slow that down. So you can actually change some of these speeds. So that's okay. So in and out means, is it faster first and then slowing down? You can kind of, you know, for example, like dropping a ball, right? You might need to use something like that to create a bit of an animated effect. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just make this maybe 16, something like that. Let's see what that looks like. Too fast still. Okay, so we're going to make it, just bear with me. 35. I mean, even that. Right, let's do
new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear
so we've got Deborah tuning in. She says
your voices. Oh, night.
The music is nice. I don't use Storyline, Adobe XD, or create animated graphics, but I'll watch for a while because you're local. Ah, where are you from, Deborah?
Oh, night divine.
You're an Aussie as well.
Night.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get these animated subtly. At the moment, they're just way too fast. Sydney. Oh, thank you very much for tuning in.
Lit by light, our stars sweetly gleaming. Here come the wise men
Now, I have a feeling these dogs are going to start barking in a second. Alright, so I'm just going to keep... so here's what I maybe can do. Maybe make it... Trash hands. Yeah, it's not really a font that I particularly like, but it was on this poster and I just said, right, I'm going to use this. Just going to use it, see how it looks. So that's better. So I've just been moving these points so they're a little bit closer. So once you've got one that you're happy with, you should be able to use the animation painter and apply them to these other ones. And I've got this other little tiddler, so now that makes it look a bit weird because they're all going exactly the same speed. So what you can do is just make them a little bit of a random. So I might make this just want a little bit of subtle movement in the background. actually go the other way. Hey, Jolt. Nice to see you here. Trying to work out, do clouds go... Actually, let's see if I can find that question out. Do clouds move in different speeds? Anytime the wind changes speed or direction with height, it's called wind shear. Clouds travel with the wind, so they move in different directions or different speeds depending on which layer of the cake they're in. We had a big storm here, Deborah, yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, it was crazy the way it moved in. So I also want this tree to be in the front. Yes, maybe I move some of these in the other direction. I'm not sure if this makes sense, but hey. That's okay. I mean, it's really just a subtle animation. It's just to make sure that something, you know, is happening. I'm not convinced that this looks right. Where is this? Now, this one. It's okay. So I tend to just put a little subtle animation on things like clouds. Just looking at that, so it looks like if you actually make the distance smaller, it will travel slower, which is kind of useful to know. Fix this one as well. These are going fast. They look like bloody UFOs. You certainly don't need anything with that kind of speed. Thank you, Deborah. It's so I love Christmas. Absolutely love it. Drive my wife absolutely mental. Playing Christmas music, and this is just a playlist off Epidemic Sounds. It's called Sparse Christmas. I thought it was quite nice. Alright, so there's things that you can do. Bear with me. Oh, okay, so I'm remembering. Put those on the bottom layer. Yeah, there's some good ones actually. There there was another really nice one. When this one runs out, I'll play it. It's the other one, which was really cool, that I like a lot, is Johan's Bornloff Christmas Classics on piano, like that. But the other one is like a jazz, a smooth jazz Christmas. That's a really good one too. If you kind of, I'd happily kind of play this in the house. Do you know what I mean? It's just nice and relaxing. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, Joel, I'm using motion paths to animate the clouds. Just very subtle animations. You won't be disappointed. It's really good. So I'm just talking a little bit about, you were here from the process of bringing these assets and bringing them into Adobe XD from Illustrator. That means that we've got these, they're not just one image, so we can move things around. Yeah, so let me just recap what I did. Happy to do so. So if I go to my slide master, what I actually did was on my master, I put the background, I put the snow, I put the front snow, and I put the back snow, right? I know, it's very confusing. Snow, 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 right? But you get what I mean. And I also did the menu here. And the reason that I did the menu here was because it means I only have to do the menu once. I don't know. Pardon me, I'm going to sneeze in a second. My goodness. Pardon me. I really hope that was muted. So I've put these elements on the thank you very much, Joel. I put these elements on the master slide, so I only have to do it once, and it means that every single page that I create moving forward, this same menu is going to work. Yeah. So that's generally where I put my menus. Where do you put your menus? Do you do the same thing? Do you use Articulate's default menu? Because what I've done here as well is I've stripped all of that out. There's no menu at all. I'm making everything custom. All my oh, did I not set a trigger on that? No, viewed the wrong thing. Hang on. This scene. Okay, so I'm creating everything myself. So I'm just talking about the best ways to kind of animate this. So I'll show you again, because we're going to do it here with these clouds. Essentially all I did was I went to insert and I want a motion path. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to have this move quite slowly, and I'm going to make this very slow. I'm also going to, like when you're sorting out the speeds, so you can choose the speed, but you can also choose the direction. So you know how certain animations, for example, a car, think about a car, when you sit in your car and you start driving, you'll generally go slower in the beginning and then you'll speed up. So that would be, you want it to speed out. But we don't really want any, because clouds don't go faster at any point, they'll just float. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for tuning in. I'm a massive Stream Deck fan too, so thank you very much for tuning in, and have a great evening. And Jolt, I've never created one menu for all the slides. I do it whenever I need more options on a specific slide. Instead, it'd be handy to have a general one. Okay, so we're going to make the menu in a minute. Okay, because again, I want to animate the text coming in, show you how I would do this. So if we have a look at this slide, you can see that's just moving nice and slow. That's all we're wanting, just a nice subtle animation. Or at least this is best practice that I put in place if I'm going to create things for clients. So I'm just going to take that one and use the animated painter and click on this one, and I'm just going to move this over here. Okay, and that's it. Those are just subtly moving. Here's Carlis. Hiya, Carlis. Great seeing you too. Yeah, I'm doing Vlogmas. I'm trying to, you know, challenge myself with this stuff. So, I don't know if you've been following what I'm doing, but basically just talking a little bit about how you get graphics from any kind of asset, how you can do a mock-up, and then how you can put it in storyline, and now I'm doing animating. So Carlis is the king of this stuff, you know. Faster Courses is Carlis's brand. It's phenomenal work that you do, Carlis. All right, so we're going to, we've got the clouds moving. I'm also going to just animate this in. So I'm going to group it. Vlogmas. Thank you. You want to see these, look how Christmassy this looks, you know? Anyway, so we're going to animate this in. So I'm just going to go to animations, and I might tend to do something like a float in, do it down. Okay, so if we just have a look at this, right, that's okay. Not many options for this. I mean, you could also do a motion path. You could even make it a little bit slower. Just want to see what this looks like faster. Maybe a little bit too fast. Jolt says, I'm not a big Christmas fan, but you helped me to get in the mood. I'm glad that it's not too horrific. Alright, so let's see what we've done. We've gone to this scene. Right. Clouds are moving. See, I don't want to do things like move Christmas trees in. Really. We can have a play and see how that looks. We'll animate the text maybe. I like that. Nice and simple. And we'll do the same for this one. We're just going to group it. Okay, group. And when you've got one done that you like, you can just use the animated animation painter. Now if we look at this, it's put exactly the same movement on it. Again, we can do the same with these clouds. So just going to very subtly move these. So I'm just showing you again. Okay, I want this to be 59, and I want the speed to be none. And it's just so subtly moving. I'm going to do the same for this, so I'm just going to use that animated painter. Oops, it's done it to the tree. I don't want it to be on the tree. Okay, animated painter. Ah, how annoying. Okay, one more time. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. Sometimes you gotta do this. Right, so I'm gonna go this way. And this one. Really slow. Okay, so now we can put that tree back on. Whoa! That's way too fast. Okay, so I'm going to go 59. I might go like 40 or something, so. Alright, let's get the tree back on. How's everything where you are, Carlos? Is it still, is it cold right now, or is it okay? Okay, let's just do that again. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's okay. It's just a nice subtle movement. Let's maybe now take a look at the at this. So again, I tend to be you know, not go too crazy with animations. So I'm just going to go animations, and I'm going to go floating. And I'll float in from here. Is flying going to be better? Hello, LinkedIn user. Who's this? Tell me your name. I don't know why you're not coming through. I've had terrible problems with LinkedIn Live, and it's because I upgraded my camera. I got this, I'll show you, actually. It's a really nice Sony camera. So it's a Sony ZV-E10. And what I'm loving about it is I can literally just use it for live streams. Oh, hi, Luke. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, so anyway, I got a new camera. I was using a Canon M50 and I've upgraded, but you can't do LinkedIn Live at a higher frame rate than 1920 by 1080, which is really frustrating because I wanted to broadcast out to LinkedIn and also to YouTube, to Twitter, and where else do I go? Oh, Facebook at the same time. Now I'm having to do it at 1920 by 1080, but the majority of the people who tune in to me are, you know, via LinkedIn. How are you liking LinkedIn Live? Have you done anything with it? Like, how many broadcasts have you done? And did you get good uptake? And what did you talk about? So I'm doing this Vlogmas at the moment, and challenging myself to go live every day. Okay, so I'm going to work on the menu now. So let's go view slide masters. Nala. So yeah, that's really weird that names aren't coming through. LinkedIn do weird stuff now. It's a pain in the butt. All right, so we're going to do... You should do it. I've only done one quick test, private one, but want to do my first one next week when I get over this cold. Oh. I love LinkedIn Live. I think it's really great. They do make it a real nightmare to get, but this is working. This is working well for me, so that's good. All right. I am going to add some menu items. So I'm going to use that trash hand. Trash. I'm going to make it white. And I'm going to make it maybe... Now, if you haven't done all your mock-ups and things, some of these you just place and see how they look. I applied for it months ago and forgot about it, and then I got an email recently out of nowhere. That's good. I pestered them and managed to get it, which is great. They do make it quite difficult. Alright, what did I just do? Okay, so I'm gonna do, what was this, home about this course. So this is it. This is as simple as it gets, really. And then what was my other screen? Let's call this wrap up. We're just doing we're really just doing we're playing around here. Okay, so we'll make that one just wrap up. And how are you, Anala? What have you been doing with yourself? How is COVID been for you? Okay, so I'm gonna go wrap up. The world's shortest course. Okay. So there's lots of things that you can do. Let's see what this looks like. So I'm gonna go this scene. Okay. So we want that to appear. A little bit nicer than what is happening here. I'm just, oops. Yeah, Joel. So I'm in the master slide now, right? And what I've done is I've essentially created the trigger, right? So this has a state on it. Oops. Sorry. Just bear with me. Alright. So I'm on that, like, the master slide right now. And here I've got this square hamburger icon that when you hover over it, it turns white. And there's a trigger that opens a layer, which is going to be the menu. So what's nice about this is once I get this right, it will appear on every single page. Does that make sense? So I always like to allow learners to jump around, right? So I could set locks on these. I will do that. I'll show you how I might go about doing something like that. But when a learner has done a course, I really like for them to be able to go in and jump to any part at all instead of having to go through the whole experience. And by doing a menu on the master slide, it just means I'm not recreating a menu. And that's how I used to do it, like years ago. I would try and remake the menu on each page because I didn't know this trick. Yeah, absolutely speeds up the process, right? But it's also, you know, storyline, if something isn't perfect and it moves like that, you know, when you kind of, oh, it's terrible. So sometimes it's better to do things on a master slide so it's not jumping around. So even that, them appearing, is okay. Don't hate it. I'm going to just tweak that again. So you can see I'm up on this master, right? And here in the menu, so I'm just going to do an animation. I'm just going to do a fade, but a very, very quick fade. A lot of the animations that I'll do are pretty quick. Like that is pretty nice. I like how it's coming in from the top right hand corner. And in a way, it's given me that look and feel of a mobile experience. Yeah, you should definitely have a go. And I'll be sharing this. I'm putting together a schedule of everything I'm doing over the month, so you'll know what days I'm going live. I'm a bit disorganized at the moment. Anyway, and I'm actually going to give you all these files. So I've saved day 2 and I've saved day 1. And stand by, I'll put this up for you to access everything. So let's just jump back in the menu. We're just going to do some triggers. Okay, so here, insert, I can do it over here. Okay, so jump to slide when user clicks text button. So jump to slide. I want this to go to, I haven't named anything. That's terrible. Habit, isn't it? Home, let's go about this course. And this one we're calling wrap up. Right, so let's go back. View, slide master. I'm up here. So here I'm going jump to slide home when user clicks on this button. Okay. Here I'm going jump to slide about this course when the user clicks that. And this one I'm jump to slide wrap up. That's typical, isn't it? My other mouse has died. Bear with me for one moment. Back. It's like chaos, this live stream. That's all right. I'm using a mouse. Oh, sorry. I'm using a keyboard that I can use on 2 computers. That I click one to use the 1 and 2 to click on the other, and then I've got 2 bloody mouses, 2 MX Masters. One is for the Mac and one is for the PC. And anyway, the one for the PC just ran out of battery. All right, so let's just go back. So click on this scene. Okay, there you go. We can navigate. So so I think the thing that I want to get across to you guys is you don't have to go mad with animation, right? Just nice little subtle effects. I think about what animations I see on the web, and that influences me quite a lot. I will say that I see a lot of learning that has crazy kind of animation in, and I don't think it's necessary. Yeah. Yeah, what can go wrong will go wrong during the lesson, absolutely. Like I even went live and didn't update my slides properly, and I think I deleted a slide. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So let's add a couple of other little things in. I'd like to put a couple of icons for glossary and resources. Okay, so I'm going to use flat icon. That's one of my favorite tools, and I quite like the look of this pack, this detailed rounded lineal. So what you can do is you can actually search within it. So I'm going to look for something like a book and see what comes up, and it'll give you all the icons that are like a book. Alright, so I'm probably not going to see anything that's like the word resources, but I don't mind this icon here. So what we're going to do is, I'll show you two ways, but you can recolor icons directly in Storyline, and you can also do it in packs like this. But let's say you didn't have another tool like Adobe XD or Figma or even this flat icon. I love it because I can go up here to edit icon. Oh, let me log in. See, I have a premium account. And I have to say, as a freelancer, I was chatting to a client this week and they said, oh, we don't have the money to buy icons. And I said, okay, but where are you going to get icons from? Google? I said, that's illegal. You can't just take things from Google. And they were like, oh, right, I'm going to change the scene for a second while I log in. You never know when it's going to show something a bit funny. Okay. There we go. Alright, so back on track. So I like this because I can recolor the icon here. So I've just clicked on the icon, and here I can go to white, and I can choose to download it as a PNG. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, you can make icons, but time's money, right? So I feel a little bit like, you know, when I spoke to the client and said, well, where are you going to get your icons? First of all, I'd be surprised if you could find free icons out there that are consistent, that all look the same. And then the time that you spend in faffing around, even looking for icons, it costs you money. So I look at this, if I have a tool like this that I can pay $99 a year and I use in every one of my projects that is licensed, well, that's money well spent, you know. Especially looking for like black. No, but a lot of people do. They make icons and things, and that's great. But I always say I'm not a graphic designer. My stuff looks good, but You know, I'm going to make the most out of templates and things. And that's a lot of the things that I'll be talking about at Vlogmas. How to edit, you know, an After Effects file and little things like that. How to create a MOGA, you know, so people who do have some of these programs can start making the most out of it. How to recolor 3D images. All right, so let's show you this. So if I go, I can get a bit passionate about this stuff, so my apologies. I'm gonna download. I'm just gonna download 512 for the minute. And I'm going to put it here under Vlogmas. I do need a new folder, so I'm going to call this 3, because that's day 3. Do you know what I'm interested in? Aren't you supposed to be able to use SVGs? Alright, so the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to recolor. So let's go to storyline. Let's do ourselves a favor and just save the progress on this. Just in case we do something that has a meltdown. Okay, so we're up here, we're in our menu, and let's go insert. Sorry, I was just looking to see if that was the SVG's picture from file. Yeah. I'm gonna go to see if I can bring this SVG in. Oh, came in. Was that the SVG? Okay, let's just try that insert picture file. Yeah, so the SVG did work. Okay, well that's cool. So if the SVG worked, that's brilliant. So let's just see what I did that as. Let's make it 50. And let's go let's get another icon. Okay, so let's do glossary. So if I want to search, you know, if you do have a nosy at this and you do want to search, you do it this way. So you go glossary. That's okay. We can work with this. So I'll use something like this, I think. Or do I want that? I'll use this. So let me go into it. I actually want to see if I can recolor this. So dictionary, save. View, slide view. Up here. Can you change the color of the icons? Yeah, so let's have a look and see if we can do that. So insert picture from file. Right, we want to make this 50. So we should be able to go to Alright, let's see. Can we change the colour of this? See, there's no format shape. Which is a bit of a shame. So if I inserted another picture, for example, this is a PNG. I can even go to format shape from there, and let's say I wanted to have this black. I can play around with the brightness to take that to black, or I can actually choose, so if I go here and choose a color, so there are ways that you can kind of manipulate it. So that's really interesting. Alright, so you'd really have to make sure that all your icons are coloured correctly. That's alright. So for me, it's easy. I can just come here. What do you think, Joel? Yeah. Yeah, can you export it? Well, I think the idea of putting the SVG in is that it's sharper. So if I place picture with this dictionary, it's white now.
So bring him incense, gold and myrrh, compassion, King.
All right.
To own him, the King of Kings, salvation brings. Let loving hearts enthrone him. Raise a song on high. The Virgin sings her lullaby.
What I'm doing is I'm just playing around here with resources.
Born, the babe, the Son of Mary.
So what I want is when you click on that, show layer.
This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste
Show
to
layer.
bring him, Lord, the
Resources
babe,
when
the
using
Son
clips.
of Mary.
This. Thank you, Steph. Lovely to have you stop by. I am full blown in the Christmas spirit. I've not started wearing the hat yet, but that will be happening soon. Yeah. So that's another thing you missed out yesterday. You'll have to watch the video because I showed how I build these buttons in Storyline. I use a font. I don't actually use an icon. So you'll have to check that out. just going to do a quick review of this. So what I'm wanting is, so I'd have to bring that in. What did I do there? Show layer resources when user clicks this. So why couldn't I click that? Getting a little bit, you know, crazy right now, but let's just see how I can't click that. I'm actually not sure. I'm trying to remember if you can open a layer on a layer. That did click. Okay, let's do this. It's because I had no state on it. Alright, so edit state. We're going to do a hover. Such pain. Alright, so do you know what we're gonna do? I don't know if this is gonna work. It doesn't like it. Doesn't like it at all. And I'll tell you why. It doesn't like it because the SVG is just the lines. So you're right, Joel. The best way to do this is to download PNG. So let's just jump back in here. Download PNG for this. Alright, so that's the dictionary. So, look, there's I'll tell you what I get inspired by. It's maybe not building stuff like this, but I wanted to show very simple things because it's things that I get asked all the time. How can I find graphics, and then how can I get those graphics into an e-learning, you know, or whatever you're building, okay? And how can I manipulate them, and how can I edit them and animate them and things like that. I mean, this is a bit of fun, so I'm just kind of going through my process. What inspires me is probably, first and foremost, when I see something that isn't this kind of learning, that it's more of an experience. So one of the things that I'll be doing in the next couple of days is I went into the Apple store and went over to the HomePods, and they had a little interaction on an iPad, and in 2 seconds you could learn about the iPad. Didn't need to be an e-learning, right? It's literally just product placement, iPad, you can go there and you can learn about things. So so this month, Steph, I've got a calendar that I'm putting together this weekend of all the videos that I'm going to be doing for Vlogmas. I'm going to be vlogging every day. So you might see something that takes your fancy, okay? Really, you know, I'm not ashamed to say I'm an e-learning designer or I'm a learning experience designer. I want people to know that I do digital content. But a lot of the stuff that I'm interested in doing isn't the traditional e-learning, it's more experiences. And by thinking this way, we can think about how, like, Storyline is a blank canvas. You can do anything with it. It's brilliant. This could be content that you're building for customer facing, whether you're teaching a customer on in a bike shop to choose the right bike for them. What exactly are they wanting to do? They can select a number of things, and then it will give them options of the types of bikes that might be suitable for them. Probably not articulating myself very well, but that's the kind of thing that inspires me. And obviously having attention to detail and just not going over the top with things. Less is more. That's why this session has been interesting, talking about just simple animations that we can use. And I have to apologize, my screen is 4K, it's absolutely massive, and this looks quite small, so I'll try and get a better layout for you the next time. I know everyone's a bit busy, but at least it's on YouTube and you can go back and you can watch it jolt. So let's just see if we can change these icons to PNGs, right? So I'm gonna go replace picture, and this was the book. Oops. And this is, let's just make sure. This is 50, 55, 50. And then all I'm doing here is I'm going command and using the arrows across to just make sure that is that's moving properly. Oh, let's just take that back. Replace picture. So this is going to be the dictionary. All right, and that's fine in that place. So let's get rid of this hover state. Right? Is that really 50? Well, it looks it, doesn't it? Do you know what I'm going to do? Insert picture. Book. Okay. I want that to be 50 by 50. Fine. All right. So again, I'm just going to pop it down here, and I'm going control. All right. So here we're going to make a new state. Hover. Let's just give this a subtle state. So you can essentially why don't I see it now? Yeah. Absolutely. And I think this is something that we should be, thinking a little bit about now I'll probably wrap up soon, but let's just play this out a little bit. So that is going to jump. This is going to have a trigger. So here, right, I want to show layer resources when user clicks on that vector. Right, let's look at this. I've been faffing around with this for so long. Right. Okay, so that's doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so if that's the case, the way I would get around this is I would put a solid background behind it. I'm just popping these behind, and I just give people a nice amount of space to click on this. So that icon's supposed to be 50-50. Probably wouldn't have an issue with that. I'll do the same over here. Okay. So what I'm doing here, I'll tell you what I'm keep doing. I keep using Mac shortcuts. So I'm just going to group this, right? And I'm going to group this. All right. Right, and I'm going, okay. If I just duplicate this, call this glossary, right? So I'm going show layer glossary when user clicks this. Okay, and here show layer resources when user clicks this. Okay, and here we've got resources. And we'll just get rid of this. Okay, so we're just working this through, okay? And then I'll wrap it up. Okay, so again, we can animate these in, but you can see this is a much bigger target for you to click on. All right, so we'll take that animation off. Right. But this is a one-time deal if you do this. Okay, so glossary, we're going to go animation none. when user show layout, we can go back to menu when user clicks it. I think that's going to be a better experience. Alright, we're taking the animation off this. And we're going show. Yes, we're going show layer. Menu. And user clicks rectangle 2. Right, so let's just give this a last look and we'll wrap this up. I'll tell you what, Joel, it's a big thing here in Australia, Christmas party etiquette. There certainly is rules. Alright, so here, resources, they can go back to the menu, but then that's not a great experience. Glossary. Yeah. Why is that there? Did I paste that there? Yes. Alright, so we'll do one last tweak to this and see how I just put a little bit of a space. Right, I'm going to do the same for these. And I'm also going to put the same fade. So that was 25, so that's very nice and fast. And I'm going to go fade. Yep. I mean, this also could potentially be a bit of a problem with that appearing. So let's just take that off. Alright, here we go. Resources, they go back to the menu. Glossary, back to the menu. About this course. And wrap up. So there you go. Okay, we've done some simple little animations. How long have we been going? Nearly an hour and a half, so we'll knock it on the head. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, so you're going to have to wait and see, but hopefully we'll have a schedule. And I know it's the weekend, but this is a challenge that I'm setting myself, so if you can't tune in, no problem. You'll be able to watch the video on replay, and it will be out on YouTube as well as LinkedIn Live. But thank you very much for tuning in. I'm so happy that, you know, especially you, Joel, coming in and you know, visiting me again. I hope that you've learned a few things. You know, Storyline is a very, very powerful tool, and I'm going to show you how we can go further than courses, you know, how we can start making interactions, learning experiences. Like you just said, Joel, in the museum, I believe that these are things that e-learning designers can move into, building these kind of experiences with ease, right? Because we're doing it anyway, but we just have to shift our mindset a little bit. All right, I'm going to sign off. My wife is back from Byron Bay. She was away doing some training, so I'm very excited. So we're going to have some dinner and probably watch some stuff on the TV. All right, so have a great weekend, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe. So let's see what Jolt says. I'm happy to see how you combine work in Adobe and Storyline. I'm confident with Storyline, but Adobe is a new area. Cool. I'm going to do a few things. Oh, thank you very much, Steph. Yeah, I'm going to be using quite a lot of Adobe things. I was really looking at a couple of new tools like Adobe Aero. I'll quickly show you before I go. So I'm going to save this and you'll be able to download this and have a little play. So Adobe Aero is AR. Yeah, it really is. You mean Adobe Captivate or just Adobe the Suite? Steph, that'd be really interesting hearing your thoughts on that. I haven't touched Captivate for a long time, but actually Adobe as a suite is so powerful. The suite, yeah, absolutely. So I want to do little things like create a VR experience and show you how quickly things like this can be done. You know, I want to make a voice, you know, make an Alexa skill with you guys. And just start thinking outside the box on how we can make learning experiences just a little bit more rich. Because certainly the way that I learn is more of a curated way of learning. You know, I might watch a video, I might read a few articles. So I think a little bit about my everyday life now. You know, if I've got a question like what is 100 miles an hour in kilometers, you know, I'll ask Alexa that, you know, and how can we bring some of these things into the workplace? I mean, I've been talking about this for quite a while, but anyway, I'm going to sign off. Jolt's just told me to go. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you later. Bye.